Our team has gone through the tasks they have this season, and they sadly are having to deal with a play that has been set up that mocks the actions around Victoria's assassination. So with that, I will move you guys over to the engagement roll.
So let's have a look at the GM's history. Mwahaha.
Here we go.
Pigeons in love.
Let us do this.
If I get two pigeons to fall in love with each other, does that make me a pigeon fancier?
Oh, wow. You know what? That's beyond me, Rob. Come here.
No, those were the questions that I saw coming up.
Oh, nice. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are quasi back in business on the stream. Been having a couple of little things going on tonight that are less than optimal. Apologize to everyone. So, engagement roll. Let's talk a little bit about this. What type of engagement do you guys foresee this being? Oh, actually, you know what? Why don't, because it might influence that, I'm willing to give roll me a 6-sided dice, Felix.
You're on.
5. I'm willing to give 5 gather information questions if you guys so choose to use them all.
So, which scenario have we chosen? Have we chosen to play?
Don't. Yeah. Well, you're trying to do something to play. You're trying, but this is to gather information about this.
Well, we are doing the play, yeah. So
Yep.
these questions are going to be about the play, basically. Yeah?
Correct.
Yeah.
And as example, we can jump off with Christine.
What?
Oh, go ahead, Felix. I'm sorry.
And what would be useful is I've got that skill, as was mentioned earlier, that helps with distraction. Or was it where I can do a party crasher, which is once per errand, any flashbacks where you've arranged a distraction or employed mayhem cost no stress when drawing attention to yourself, take an extra 1+1 effect. So if you want to use that in any way, or if you want to do a flashback, then
yeah, remember that for when you're in the actual event, because flashbacks could be very important.
But we want to know, I guess, who's running it, who's there, and everything else.
Okay. So here are
the cast lists. It should be public information, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Yep. So you can get that one free. You recognize.
I would like to know if there is what would be the easiest way in. Actually,
front doors.
No, I'm going in the front door, so don't really need to know anything there.
I think Rob, as you use anyway. I think Rob will probably be going in the front door because he is going as a guest of someone.
Yeah. I'm going with old man Corvetto.
That you are.
I could always try and go in.
I think we might need your contacts, Pete, in as much as we need to get these suspicious cupcakes, if you like, that we have into the food system within the theatre, don't we?
Okay, so in other
somehow
words...
or other we need to get that in. So how are we doing that?
Kindly donated by House Lavelle.
Yes. Yes, with a little envelope. Yes, kindly donated by House Lavelle.
That's right. For a fabulous opening night.
Yes.
Wishing you a fabulous opening night.
So
made by Mrs. the woman that.
Do we need to know
fiance.
Do we need to try and get a contact that we can basically get these across? Is there maybe, I don't know.
We just need someone to turn up as a delivery person. I think.
I can do that.
Yeah.
With a few
Whatever we do.
few boxes of cakes that are going to be delivered to the cast.
To the cast. Very good.
I think
Okay.
Yeah, cast, definitely. Now, what we can't do is we can't mention Moon Delaval at all.
Why?
And I'll tell you the reason for why. Because it's publicly announced that I'm going to marry her. This will bring shame on me and my court. So, House Lavelle is fine, but do not mention Moon Delaval.
Moon, yeah.
Well, I would say it would be Cosimo de Lavelle.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
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 I'm just have a quick question for you guys.
But then with the
Mhm.
would the staff actually consume the cakes if we think that they've been treated? Also, we might actually want to treat them ourselves just in case they are actually safe.
Well, we just add a drop or two of our own poop juice to them.
Yeah, that would be good. But yeah, I mean, if we could leave Moon out of it because it's gone beyond where we can actually publicly point the finger at her without it coming back on me.
I mean,
Or you can do whatever you want, but you don't let me know what you've done.
No, I would go with Cosimo de Lavelle, so we won't do Moon.
Yeah. Okay.
Cosimo de Lavelle, and a drop of poop juice in each one. I mean, if they'd already been laced with an emetic, it'll be coming out both ends.
So
they came from Moon Delaval, Lorenzo.
So-
should she send them to us or what?
so here's
No,
what
she brought them. Sorry, Anthony. She
No
brought
problem.
them to our courtly ball. So House Lavelle or Moon for the house brought the cakes and the pastries for our guests to, but they put them on the table, and of course we ushered them into somewhere else where all the food was already done, and that food was never touched.
Okay.
and you also don't know if that food was actually poisoned. You had the rumor,
No.
but you double saved yourselves from having to worry about it. Couple of quick
I mean,
questions.
why don't we test one of them out on a rat or something,
Or a
Just,
monkey.
or a monkey. Yeah.
No, I'm not doing
So
Monkeys in my house.
what? So I'm looking for some questions, not to force it back into a pedantic means of doing this, but I think that there's a question here. Go ahead.
So I have a question, which is take one of these cakes to an apothecary.
Okay.
And see if you can identify if there's any suspicious substances in it and what they might be.
Okay. So these are the cakes left over from a couple of nights ago when you had the ball. Okay.
Yeah.
What action are you going to use?
Let's see. Well, I mean, it's a gather information roll.
Sounds good. And remember, we don't have to worry about whether it's a desperate roll or the effect. All we're doing is seeing how much information you get out of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I mean, chemistry. So I'll go with Tinker.
Okay. That's fine.
I have one as an example.
Very good.
Looks at Monty's cake and goes, I think that's already been treated with poop juice.
There's a 5. Okay. So here's what you can get out of that is the cake that you have had the lightest touch of something that would make people dizzy and queasy. Not necessarily vomit, but they would probably go home early because they feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. I don't think we need to add anything to it.
No.
I think,
So you're wanting a duplication of this?
No, we will deliver those cakes to the.
They're a bit stale. This is
right,
not the day and age
No.
where 2-day-old cake is going to pass off very well.
Okay, I'm going to cast a spell on the cake.
Then again, these are
to
actors.
remove all of the staleness and make them all nice and fluffy again.
If you would like
Cover them in cream.
Rob and whoever, if someone would like to use up their gather information roll to make these presentable via magic and cream, I'm perfectly happy with you doing so.
Yeah, I think I need to keep my. Sorry, guys.
I'm not costing
you
stress.
Serious, but
I won't cost you stress.
All right, okay.
Just you're going to use up one of your questions.
Gather information. Gather information.
Go for
it. Study.
No, I'm not going to. All I'm saying is, if you sacrifice a question, then those the set of muffins and things can be fresh.
No, we've got 4 now because we've used one up, so we've got 4 left.
So you'll be down to 3.
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
Go for it.
What are the questions for?
The setup for
the setup for
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So I think it's better to give them to the cast because who knows who in the audience might take one. The cast there, we'll go with them.
So you have the choice of there's 2 trays of muffins, not muffins, cupcakes that have been decorated nicely, or there is a 2-tier cake. Either one of those 2 things you can fix, Rob, without any stress.
How many cupcakes?
2 dozen.
Let's go for the cupcakes.
Because they can
All right.
be thrown as well, can't
Yeah.
So the tray with
2 dozen cupcakes.
24-ish cupcakes are now fresh and appealing. They're fresh and appealing, and they maintain the soporific effect that and mild nausea that would have been something your guests would have all felt, causing your party to end early and poorly.
Right. So we want to have those delivered. I don't know. What do we think? 30 minutes before the play starts.
So how do you know where to have it delivered?
We know where the play.
You do know where the play is. So so tell us about that activity.
Huh?
So the play's being put on at the Pearl.
Yes.
Sisto Perro is the director, I believe.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is have someone basically deliver them in a nice box to the stage door.
To the stage door. Very good.
Yeah.
Put a note.
With a note, nicely written, and sealed with House Lavelle's seal.
Very well. And I would say that Monty has a copy of that he has inherited from Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we've got plenty of examples of handwriting as well. So yeah, with a note that says,
"Thank you for putting on a fantastic play. I knew you would love the premise, and congratulations on an outstanding ovation at the end. I believe it will happen."
Yeah, something like that. Looking forward to your great success. Cosimo de Lavelle.
Nice.
Or should we just sign it off as the Lavelle family?
Well, just Cosimo.
No, just Cosimo.
Yeah,
Cosimo's.
Cosimo. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's more personal.
Very good.
I don't
So
believe it came from the whole
what
family,
what I'm going to do, guys, is as part of your engagement role in my head will be the success of this delivery. Okay. I will still tell you you have 3 activities. I'm not going to charge you for that plotting.
So one of the things I want to do is disguise myself as a stagehand and slip in.
I'm sorry. I missed
slip
one.
In unknown into the back of the theatre.
Okay. All right. So you're
going to do that a little bit earlier in the day, and I will conceal myself up at the high level.
Very good.
So basically, up in the rigging where I can, drop sandbags and drop bits of scenery and stuff like that.
The way that this theater is set up, it's not up in the rafters per se. There are 3 floors. The ground floor, or first floor in American, and then you've got 2 more stacks up. Those higher stacks, they're around in a U shape around the stage. Our balcony is a balcony so that you can aim lights off of it, stuff like that. So if you want to get up into those balconies on the 2nd or 3rd floor, that will be part of the engagement role.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do when I'm there is I'm going to tinker with the rigging, basically.
So let us make this part of the game, because I have a sneaking hunch that we're getting into things that I want to see roles for that are very important. So what I would like to ask is, are there any more questions? Does anyone want to case the place?
I would like to see if there's any evidence of who's. I would like to see if I can find any evidence.
Okay.
About who's financing this. This play.
Very, very good. And I think that there's probably another question too that has to do with people that are attending and whether or not your words out into the street to try and bring people in who would be disruptive have started to happen. So let's talk about your you're trying to find out who's financing this. How do you go about this? I'm asking both the role and the role playing of this particular set of information that you're trying to acquire.
We haven't had a lot of warning about this, so it's difficult to. Otherwise, I might have gone and see if the director's in one of the taverns or something, and see if I could get something out of him that way. But I want to go and see where the basically try and get hold of the any documentation, receipts or fund transfer of funds, that kind of thing.
I'll offer you 2 things. One, with a good roll, we will put you into a tavern with the director where you can question him.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2, you can make a roll and try and break into the office in the Pearl to see if you find anything.
I think the break-in will suit me more.
Okay. So night before the play, let us make a roll. What is this going to be?
I'm gonna do a survey for, and it gives me I get an additional dice for that. Lotus security measures, locks, guards. What are they trying to keep me out of? That kind of thing.
Okay.
I get an extra engagement.
Let me do something here, because I do want to do this correctly, just for fun.
Survey my way in.
Just for fun.
I think anything maybe.
Gotcha. So let me move you across here on roll 20. Please work this time.
Oh, there we are.
Is it okay? You can see it. Strangely enough, on my roll 20, I still have a black screen, and I'm not sure what is going on in between my roll 20 on one site and roll 20 elsewhere. So with a quick move, I am going to bring roll 20 back up. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it this way. And I will apologize to you because
we got a corridor. Yes.
Yep. So yeah, we're doing this again for me.
You need to zoom out and then move far left, don't you?
Yep. Once I get in, I'll set it how it needs to be. But right now it is fighting me. There we go. And then I go like this, and I say launch as a player because I'm using my I'm trying to show what the player sees.
Okay.
Which is a different thing. Where I go over here and I click here.
I'll be streaming all the GM secrets.
Yeah, you'd think. Of course, I'm still showing a black screen.
Has everyone got scroll all over their screen?
Are you guys able to see the screen at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What do you see?
Yep.
Player's eye view.
All right.
So I can see what looks like the lobby of a theatre with us all standing.
All right.
There.
So instead, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to kill my roll 20 on the other side, and those of you who are online are going to get to see the GM side of things. Our players will not see some of the things that are on here. So what I'm going to do is rejoin this game as GM and drop the other thing because that was not working at all and is still struggling. That's a little bit better, but it is showing me a different screen than I would like. I want to go where... Did not mean to move that. So sadly, you guys also get to see me flail as I do this. There we go. And then let me go to what I need to do here.
Good work with freshening the cupcakes, so they're tasty.
And I get to do this again. I apologize, guys. Once I get it set up, it'll be perfect. Okay. So what you have here is the hallway, but what this is still too big. Let me... I'm sorry?
I've got token settings on mine. Should I cancel it?
I do not know why you have token settings.
I'm going to cancel it.
Okay. I see what's going on here. Apologize, guys. I'm having to resize this. And that's a important thing so that all of us can see what you see. To some extent, that is. And I am slow on the draw. Okay, this will give us the basics of what we are seeing. So, I will do this because this is the night before. And I will do that. And I'm going to grab Monty, who is in here. The rest of you are not. And Monty, you have come through this window right here. You see where you are?
Yep.
And you know that through this door is the office. Go ahead. I will even open the door for you. Dink. So you can move you should be able to move your character.
Yep.
There's the office. So you can go in there, and I will, based on your roll, tell you what you find.
So I'll have a look for.
But this is an introduction to the fact that there is a map that you guys are going to see tonight.
Yes, we've not really had maps before.
Not a lot, largely because in the game they tend to get in the way of our role playing, and I do all sorts of stuff that screws me up to begin with. Like I have
got a moo cow.
moo cow. Where did that come from?
I can't see that. I can't see that in this room, and I'm not that I've noticed.
That's funny.
Cow.
I thought you were riding it, Sasha.
I can't see a moo cow.
That's
But yes,
funny.
I'll look for 2 sets of documents. One, any official documents, and then any unofficial documents that may indicate where this has come from.
Nice. Okay.
Right. So yes, I'll go to survey.
Very good. So let's see that survey roll to see what you find out.
So what are we looking at in terms of role settings?
You don't have to worry about the role settings because what am I doing here? There we go. Because it is a gather information roll.
Okay, well I'll add a bit extra die because I do get an extra die for survey and gather information.
Very good. There's a 5.
522.
Okay, that's a good amount of information. There is no drawback besides not getting a huge amount of information. So what you're going to find out here is the money to support this play came in a single lump payment. It came at the same time as the script. In fact, together. The person who delivered it chose to remain an anonymous benefactor. However, the director, what's his name again, Rob? Excuse me, Pete, when Pete gets back, has a scrawled note on the side saying I know you wrote a 5. You rolled a 5, but written in the margins, you see Cosimo ? The other things you see is look out. He's got a note to himself. Look out for potential disruptions.
He's got no idea.
Okay. So that is what you find. Is that satisfactory for what you have tried to find there?
Yeah, I think so. I'll escape and relay the information to everybody.
Very, very good. So then I will move you guys back to the.
I will just move I will just move one thing just ever so slightly.
Okay.
Why I look like
some kind of knick-knack. No, I'll leave everything untouched so it's safe.
Okay. Now, when we come back into this, we're going to wind up with a. You're going to be still in that office, so I'll need to fix that for you when we get back across in a little bit. So, sadly, I've realized a problem with how I've got this set up is that now this screen is begging me to make it bigger. So I will remember those settings because I'm brilliant, and will not make that mistake again. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, that's not what it is. Ah, brilliant. Okay, so not quite as easy as I would have liked to have seen it. That's okay. Okay. So, you still have 2 questions. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want to know before you do this? Before you engage?
I suppose, do they have any? I mean, we have this note saying to beware of disruptions. What plans have they put in place? Do they have extra guards, or have they issued instructions to the actors?
Okay.
My worry is it's a trap for us.
Why would you ever think that? Why would you worry that a play that is about something that possibly has to do with you guys would turn into a fiasco where you guys are involved? That would be ridiculous.
I don't know. I really want to watch the play so that I can find out what my team actually bungled.
Well, I think it's a very good suggestion. Let's see if there's any plans external to the theatre. To lock down the area, catch us in the act.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
Okay. So let us frame this into a question that we can answer fairly easily here. What are you trying to find out? Is there a plan to?
Is it a trap? Yeah. Is it a trap for us?
Is it a trap for you?
No, but we need to, if it was a trap, then we might get arrested, but the police might be involved or expecting something. This kind of thing.
Yep, I hear you.
Or
so
one of the factions.
Why don't you I'm sadly a little unsatisfied. Is this a trap? I'm afraid that's a yes or no answer. If depending on your role.
I mean, I would say, okay, let's put it this way: is it what people are there watching the theatre from the outside?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you go about that? What people are going to be watching?
Maybe a survey or a hunt roll, something that Sasha might be good at.
Okay.
Could ask her contact within the City Watch to see if there's any.
Well, no, I mean, I think it's going to be probably not related to the watch, but someone's going to be present external.
Yes. Yeah.
Theatre.
Well, but they may have noticed any more people loitering around or being brought in, or possibly.
I would like to ask a question of Pete.
Of?
So, being in a hotel of ill repute that I'm currently at, I didn't actually think the internet was going to be good enough to play, but it is. So I left all my notes at home. Now I could ask for a WhatsApp of a picture of the notes, but the good, lovely lady wife will only get the wrong page. So I just need really a confirmation. I believe I wrote down something that I picked up last week with reference to Cosimo and Hesperides, and I put question marks joint.
Okay, so we found out last week that Hesperides interviewed Cosimo recently. We found out that from our spy in House Lavelle.
Yeah.
Wasn't there also a plan to get into our apartment?
Cosimo appears to have tried to have gotten and damaged his hand.
That was definitely Cosimo because he buggered his hand up. Right, okay, so so maybe I was overthinking it with the whole Hesperides and Cosimo are now, working together because Cosimo's paying him more than his daily wage. Basically, what I was thinking was we've got a bent copper and we need to beat the living crap out of him.
That'll be an interesting one for you to make judgment calls on. Whether you think that Hesperides is the type of cop that would do that. Be interesting.
So I'm just wondering. Now this is to my team as the character Mocklin. I'm just wondering whether we should maybe invite Hesperides so that he can actually see how the murder actually went down. Because if I'm part of it, I wasn't there that night, so this is all fiction. We can then rule this out because,
wow, that's an interesting thought.
But of course, what we don't know is what part that Declan is actually playing. It might just be a 2-bit part. Oh, look at me! I'm so gorgeous. You guys are all just so ugly, and then walk off stage, and then the rest of it could be there. So I don't know. I think it's a bit of a risk, but it could also be if they've put us all in for the line of fire, then we can disprove with the City Watch through Hesperides because I was with him and his officers all night sorting out his frigging clothes. What do you guys think? Or should we use the question for something else?
Not for me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We got enough to do something with Hesperides at some point.
Yeah.
Let us.
Well, I was thinking about just shanking him, but
Well, yeah.
Throw him in the canal for the pincer people.
I challenge you to a duel.
Off the roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Look,
interesting.
this is how you push somebody off the roof.
Nice. Okay. Let us let's deal with this. What is the question we're going to ask right now?
Sorry, did we resolve the issue of the external?
Nope, we did not make that roll.
I think that's the most important one.
Why don't we get that out of the way first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And move on because we hijacked that question. Let's get that question answered.
Sorry.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Tell us who's making the roll and what is the roll.
I think Sasha should make the roll. Hunt or survey would seem appropriate.
Hunt it is then.
Okay. Let us see this roll, Sasha. Look at this. We have a 5. It's a good amount of information. So you find that the guards themselves, the city guard, city watch, has been tipped off that there might be a problem at the opening night of this play at Pearl. And therefore, extra guards will be posted in the area, and they will even be a guard or 2 inside. Further, through various connections, you find out that the tramps have taken payment to make sure that there are no problems that develop outside of the Pearl this evening.
The Tramps.
The Tramps. They are a Tier 1 group, a gang of do-gooders and anti-mercenaries directing and protecting the nomads and caravans that pass through Ilrian. The Tramps are the trail guides of the greatest city in the world, shepherding to safety those ignorant of the dangers of that every street can hold. They have been paid off to keep an eye out and run to the guards if there's any problems. There's a double layer that has been pushed here. The thing that you do not get, because you didn't get a 6, is who tipped off the guards and who paid off the Tramps. Okay. We're on to our last question.
Now, we had also said that we wanted to get rotten fruit and stuff into inside the theatre with the
go ahead.
Townsfolk, shall we say?
So what I'd like to do is make the delivery of the tainted baked goods, the getting some members of the outside. Oh gosh, I'm afraid I have to tell you one other thing off of your last question. And let me if I would learn how to use my computers a little bit better, I'd be just freaking brilliant at this game. The Brizzolato family has been paid to insert people to disrupt the play.
To disrupt the play?
Yes. And you do not know who has paid them. But it is the Brizzolato crime family who you do think was partially behind the drugs operation at the orphanage.
Okay.
And you only have gathered that. I know, I saw Pete's head go because he was pushing one house. Some of the people there may have been Brizzolato, but the house that was there might have some connections. If we remember which house that was. Anyway.
I can see Rob's talking, but I don't know. I can't hear anything.
He may be talking to a local in his area.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not looking at the camera, is he?
No. So, and he probably will be bothered how often, Felix? But yes.
So I'm troubled as to whether or not the true trap here is for the play to go ahead, or for the play to be disrupted and then
us to be blamed.
Us to be framed for that.
That's an interesting conundrum.
And possibly both. You lose both ways.
I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting conundrum for your brilliant team. So the Brizzolato crime syndicate has received a fund to help cause problems at the play.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
The Tramps have been asked to keep things going as they should. The guards, the city watch, has been tipped off that there might be a problem, and so they're casing the place. There's lots of factions in this town.
I know.
We've barely scratched the surface, haven't we?
I am tempted to stay well away from the theatre. Because
you've already used one of your questions. You've already used one of our questions.
Then he's
going. Get you in there.
Well, yeah. Apart from the fact that obviously, Mockland's going as a guest, so that's fine. But
as long as he stays with Uncle Corvetto,
that should be okay.
Okay.
Do we get a question back if Pete doesn't go?
No, Pete has not gone for a question yet. There are still 2 questions. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't go for a question.
So see if there's a way that you can resolve this with a couple of questions to help yourself out.
The question is it the same? Is there a single hand behind this? So the guards, the tramps, and the Risoletto. Or Risolato.
All right. Who wants to ask that question, and how are they going about it?
Victoria's notes about the crime family. Do we have any contacts? Do we have any contacts in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. You have a spy. You have a spy in that family.
Aha. I'll try and find out see if I can get some information from them on what they know.
And we could pump some contacts in the guards to find out.
Okay, let's see here.
Anything, what that might have been. The thing is, a regular tip-off would not have the guards turn up outside the theatre. An anonymous tip would not or should not be enough. Basically.
Okay. Well, actually, let's think about this just a second. The Corvetto is going.
That's true. Good point.
The Corvetto has not been out and about outside of heavily taken care of family-run balls in ages.
So how is it that you got this invite to go with Mockland, and how is it? Are they going to see this play?
Very, very interesting. I think Mockland got that from the Corvetto.
Did he?
Yes. I had it in my head that I was actually going to pay for it.
Been out for ages. How is it that he's going to see this play? Somebody must be. Somebody influential be twisting his arm or something like that.
I think the conversation went something like it was enjoying Mockland's humor and hey, I've heard there's a really funny play that's about to happen. Let's go together. Something very similar to that was said. So it might be a couple of things. One, he has invited Mockland for a reason. 2, he's heard there's a funny play and Mockland's a funny guy and he really has enjoyed himself with Mockland. There's probably 6 or 7 other possibilities there that we could investigate as well. But you're down to a question. So let us talk about this wonderful question that will set us up into the events themselves.
Sorry, we were using that to try and find out if there was a single hand behind it. So
that's the last question. Single hand.
I think that was the question. And
okay, who is going to take this question, and what are they going to do to? What role are they going after?
Monty was taking.
Monty is taking this question. Okay, Monty.
I can. Yeah,
what role are you going to use for this to find out if there's a single hand?
Well, I wasn't going to necessarily go by myself. I was going to arrange a meeting with me, the spy, and probably one other person who's a bit more.
Okay. Who do you want to take with you?
A bit more fluent with the conversational side of things. Probably Pietro.
Well,
Pietro.
I'm probably
okay. So you and Pietro are going to meet Mia Fallier, the spy from within the Brisilato family, and you're trying to gather the information about the single hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us make a roll.
Okay.
Does that mean Monty can get an extra dice from an assist?
Yeah, sure. I'm feeling ridiculously generous because we've not had a single 6 yet.
Oh,
even better. Okay, you guys are in a CD
No,
because he's taking me to do the talking.
Oh, I still thought Monty was doing the roll because he's pushing the buttons, if you like. He's taking you to be on the cake, but
there's a roll on the screen. I'm going with it. No.
Yeah.
You guys are in a shady dive in the backside of the Groan. Mia is a tall. What is your race again, Monty?
Iberican.
She's Iberican as well. She's tall, dusky. She's dressed upper middle class, which is a little bit out of place for the locale, which is definitely medium to lower. Pietro has tried to dress down. I emphasize the word tried. I'm sorry, it's tried. In fact, that's maybe what causes the problems that develop.
You look a little bit out of place.
She is distinctly uncomfortable speaking with you, and you can tell it. She's very concerned. And here's what we'll do is we're going now into role play instead of me narrating. Why have you come here? Why have you...
We need some information, madam. I try and work out what's going on.
She looks around over her shoulder. What about the stiff? And she nods towards Pietro.
He's a very good stiff. I trust Pietro unquestionably.
Pietro, you're not an idiot. You realize you're dressed incorrectly for the situation. You thought you had dressed down. You're off by a couple of levels, and you knew at the moment you walked in. There's not much you can do about it. Besides keep your cloak on and stay to the shadows. She says, "Okay, fine. What do you want?"
Kind of want to. I mean, sorry. Pietro's doing the talking.
Look, Vittoria. No, she's talking to you. She says, "Vittoria. Okay. Vittoria usually sends. You're not who Vittoria usually sends."
I don't know who Vittoria normally sends because she didn't really give me that information before she was.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know exactly. Vittoria's been in. She doesn't know that Vittoria's dead. You can tell by her face as you just say that she's taken aback. Go ahead.
We had a funeral. We had a public funeral for her, didn't we?
Not everyone on the lower side may have completely clocked that.
Okay.
It was a very public funeral. Everyone of the upper class would know such. Probably upper members of the crust of the Brisilato family would have known. Where Mia is buried into their sinews, she somehow is unaware that she has lost her main contact and source of income.
Yeah, she's been permanently indisposed, I'm afraid.
That doesn't make me feel any more comfortable about this.
No, and I think this is what we're investigating now is well, apparently this play that's being put on seems to revolve around what somebody perceives as the events of what happened to her.
So your role is so poor that she says, look, here's the deal. I don't know a damn thing about this play. If you can give me till tomorrow afternoon, I'll dig and I'll try and find out your answer if all of the moving parts seem to be directed by a single hand.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Someone's moving some pieces.
Now, that means, though, that I guess I'll only be able to tell you right before the play.
Well, anything you can and be helpful.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to move now to the engagement role, and I will give you that information right beforehand. I will say that you guys exit this seedy dive and make your way out of the groan and away without being harassed or anything else. What the camera catches as we sort of pan through this tangled, twisting alleys and narrow canals as you guys make your way out over a small bridge, standing in the dark, watching, is Hesperides. Okay, now we're going to go to the roll. So, how are you guys going about this? Assault, arcane, deception, social, stealth, and what exactly is your goal?
Are we taking Hesperides to this bloody play?
You guys tell me.
Yeah.
You guys tell me. So I've got a couple of questions on that. What is your goal for this evening? Is it to unmask and uncover what's going on? Is it disruption?
No, I think
no. I don't think it is disruption anymore.
No,
I think with
the
information we've gained, no, we'll leave others to disrupt it.
Okay.
I think, although I think we have to make sure that we're seen to not be the ones causing the disruption. We have to ensure. So I would think having Hesperides by our sides would be quite handy because he can say, no, they were innocent in all of this.
Okay.
I think I want to go. I want to get. Yeah, I want to basically let Hesperides know about everything. I think we come clean to Hesperides, and we basically say, look, we've found out about this play. We've, we found out that the Risoletto syndicate is being paid by someone.
We cut from the spy scene to where Mocklin and Lorenzo are sitting in a coffee shop with Hesperides. Felix, your camera seems to be stalled out. Can you hear us?
It's working for me.
All the others seem to be fine aside from Felix's, but that's fine. So Mocklin and Lorenzo, you're sitting in a coffee shop. Behind you is the bay where you can see the arsenal and you can see, the shore area. And they set down a cappuccino in front of Hesperides, who has got one leg crossed tightly across the other in the European fashion that makes Americans and British people uncomfortable. And he's smoking a small cigarette. He says, And you wanted to see me for what reason?
I'm not there. Don't poke me with this.
I thought you were there.
No, I'm not there.
You're not there. I've deliberately cut out the person who was thinking about it to screw with you.
Yeah. Mocklin and Lorenzo.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Now I will let you. I can hear you, Felix. I will let you advise them ahead of time if you would like. Right now.
Why are we making?
So, I mean, my concern is that this is a cover to assassinate the Corvetto and pin it on us.
Martin, what did I say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally 2 minutes ago.
That's it, exactly.
Whoa. Very interesting. Okay. And so that's how you describe this to them, because you know that they're going off to meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So basically,
that makes sense to me.
We didn't get any of the information we wanted from our contact at
Brisolato Crime Syndicate. Yep.
Crime Syndicate. We know that obviously all this money has gone out to pay different organizations. We don't know where the invite came from or how, how it was this play that got the Corvetto to come out and see it. And,
was it?
Sorry, with a lot of disruption.
Yeah.
My concern is basically that this play has been set on, the crime syndicate has been set up to disrupt it. The Corvetto will inconveniently be killed in the melee, and then we will be pinned. The crime will be pinned on us for basically wanting to avoid embarrassment by disrupting the play ourselves. So
we'll be lured into it because of the topic.
Yeah.
And who was it who had the intrigue, the clock that was working against us to have us framed for a murder?
Oh yes, absolutely, yeah.
Was that Lavelle or was that?
That was Lady of Roses.
That was who?
Lady of Roses, wasn't it?
No, there was one of the houses had a clock that was working against us. I can't remember if it was Lavelle or Almari, but it was quite a few sessions ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, we need to come clean with Hesperides. We need to make sure that the Corvetto doesn't go to the play, basically.
Okay.
And then we need to find out who paid them. Who paid the organisation.
Okay, so I know the general gist of how Mocklin would actually deal with this. So I'm going to sit back and I'm going when Hesperides says, "So what do you want to meet with?" I kind of glance at Lorenzo and then kind of like do the towards Hesperides.
Okay, Lorenzo, you're really blurry in your camera. Probably because you're back away from it. I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Can I ask some questions?
We can ask as many because we're in the engagement with Hesperides.
You're talking to Hesperides right now. You're talking to Hesperides.
Yes, but I need to put this in context. Why did I choose to meet Hesperides? I can't remember.
You didn't.
What was the reason?
I threw your names out because I wanted you to have to deal with the role playing.
Why am I with Hesperides? I can't know this.
Okay, here's the reasons. You guys had a question. Okay? And it involved the answer coming from Hesperides, possibly. And Pietro had already done a question. So I just grabbed the two people who I thought hadn't done it and said, your team has now briefed you. You're talking to Hesperides.
Oh, hello, Hesperides. My team has briefed me. I don't know why I'm here. I've forgotten what it's about, and I'm not really sure what to say. So I'm going to leave that to my mate Rob. Oh, he's not actually Rob. He's something else.
Okay, tell you what. Let's be kind here. I apologize, Felix, for throwing you in there like a punk.
It's kind Oh, I'm quite happy. I'm
No. That's fair enough. I'm trying my best to try and spread the love. So let's go ahead and throw Pietro. Let's go ahead.
No, I'm quite happy to do it. I just want to
Yeah.
I don't know what the bloody question.
Okay. So Felix, how would it be if I went first and you throw in interesting questions based on the dumbass questions that I'm going to ask?
Go first. We're pulling out of this thing anyway. We're just going to let the shit hit the
Okay.
tanks and fuck off.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, we've worked it all out. But I'll let you ask the questions.
Okay. Hesperides. That's a really bad habit. Uncross your legs, man. Let your balls hang free.
He crosses his legs like a American or a Brit now. Says,
That's
whatever.
Slightly better. That's slightly better. We need your help. This is why we called you. You're investigating Victoria's murder.
Yes.
We also need your help because I've got a feeling that you might be investigating a Corvetto murder.
What?
Right. Follow me through with this a moment. At our grand ball, which unfortunately we couldn't invite you to, but we did want to, but we got told that we couldn't. Grand houses only. I do apologise. Okay. I had such a fortunate event happen where I was married terms to Moon de Laval through House Laval.
I'm not following.
This is going through. Okay. I'm being forced to marry a woman that I don't want to marry.
He flips out a small note.
He
flips out a small notebook and starts jotting down notes as you talk.
Yeah. Right. So
how do you feel about this? Does this make you angry?
I love my mother, I love my father, and I'm sad that my brother's no longer with us. That deals with all the psychiatry. Let's keep on track of what I'm trying to tell you. I give him a broad ghost smile.
And he takes a drag on that cigarette. He says, very good.
Excellent. Right. So, I'm being forced to do something because the old man Corvetto has implied that it's got to happen. The reason for this is because Moon de Laval, or her team, or House Laval, and I believe it's more House Laval than Moon de Laval, has snuck old man Corvetto's wife out of the city and is holding her somewhere, and Corvetto can't get to her. So to save her, I've agreed to the marriage.
Wait. Are you accusing House Laval of kidnapping? Is this something that the watch needs to take up?
Of course I'm not. That's social suicide. If I was, oh my God, what a scandal. Of course I am. Don't act on it though. Okay?
You see him.
Unless Corvetto asks you to do it, do not act on it because the moment you investigate, you'll more likely end up dead. Now,
he scratches out something on his notepad. Scratch.
The person that I know who killed Lady Victoria.
Wait, whoa.
Okay.
Wait. You know who killed Victoria? This is of great interest.
Yep. And we're trying to flush him out into the public so you can actually make the arrest and you get all the credit.
Whom might this be?
Well, let's just say it was an actor that you've now promoted to. What was the of House Laval?
He's the eye.
He's the new eye.
You know who I mean?
So, I do try to keep abreast of some of the movements within the houses. I am aware that there has been a reshuffling in House Lavelle in which a person who may or may not have been an actor prior because of a simple first name.
You can name him. I'm not going to.
I hesitate.
Come on, we know you interviewed. We know you interviewed him.
Yes, I did have a chat with the young,
and
middle-aged
based on
man.
your assessment, he got the job. I can tell you,
he's a
the
very
use of the knack,
dangerous man.
by the use of, he is. Apparently, he's something of a musical maestro of murderous intent.
I understand what you're implying. Yes.
He plays a wicked banjo, and what he can't do with that G-string is unbelievable.
Well played.
I got him back for you, Pete.
Well played. Lorenzo, you're still blurry. Move into the camera. He says, so you are saying that, and he leans in, Cosimo Rossi is behind the murder of Vittoria?
Yes, I had to do something which I'm not proud of, but I proved two murders that night, and another knack knows the truth.
We would love to interview the other knack.
I give them the name and the Lady of the Roses as the point of contact.
I would also like to, if possible, ask you about
Aguilera.
Did this Cosimo maybe have an inside help to make this happen?
No, he did it himself. After I left you and the watch that night from sorting out the uniforms, I got a call, or I met up with Pietro and the guys and Sasha, Lady Sasha, and I was asked to have a look around the room, and it was that through the power of divine intervention from the gods above that I managed to actually locate a source, which presented me a before and after image of what happened. And it plainly shows that that Cosimo came through the window, saw Lady Victoria, plunged a knife. Yeah,
he came through the window, and
came through the window.
Is there any reason?
And small explosions went off on the bars.
He leans back and recrosses his legs in that uncomfortable manner, and says, so Cosimo Rossi had no inside help. He came through the window and in, is what you're telling me. And further, you're telling me that you came upon vital information for the investigation the same night, and yet here we are now. And now is when you choose to reveal this information to the Watch?
And your point is?
The point is, I find it strange that you should hold this information from the Watch until now.
Okay, forgive me. I need to ask you a question, Hesperides. A good detective, a good detective of the Watch, do they go to their superiors with a small truth, or do they wait until they've garnered more of the bigger picture to put the pieces together to then go to their superiors? What do you do?
The truth is the truth. I hide nothing.
This is bigger than just Lady Victoria, though. 2 female murders and possibly an assassination attempt on the Grand, not the Grand Duke. What's his official title? Old Man Corvetto.
He smudges out.
This is a power play by House Lavelle, and here, and I slide him a piece of paper that I intended to give, not to give, to Old Man Corvetto.
Ooh, this is fascinating. I am so excited. He stubs out his cigarette and pulls the as he's pulling the paper towards him to read. He says, "Do you happen to know the whereabouts of your friend Pietro on the night of the murder?" And then he grabs the paper to start reading.
No, I don't know where any of my team were because I was with you all night. I can ask them. I never thought that that they would be. Are they under question?
Oh no!
You don't think it was Pietro, do you? Do you think it was Pietro in the billiard room with a snooker cue?
He lights up another of
we've done some silly things, but murder is not what we do. We would much prefer to set people up, as you know, like the mistress of the orphanage. Oh, and by the way, House Lavelle got her free somehow and put her in employment for Moon de la Belle.
That is
had the audacity to come to our ball.
Else I'm looking into.
The pieces are starting to fit together.
That one is a bad one. It implies some problems in the watch. He looks down at his coffee.
Oh yes, we will be investigating the watch as well. Rest assured.
Yes.
I just hope that you are the person who I think you are. And you're not implicit, but somebody is. Somebody is pulling the strings. Somebody is making a political power play. Somebody is up to nefarious goods. We know that Cosimo is the assassin.
You know.
We know this for a fact. Yes, we do.
Is it provable in court? Oh, I've lost Monty.
Unfortunately, it's not provable in court, which is why it's taken so long to get to this conversation.
Okay. Can someone reach out to Monty on Discord and tell him that his video came off? Okay. He says this is all very interesting.
My tutor was killed because of the technique that he let slip. Because the techniques that he let slip for my next.
To whom? Whom did he?
He was teaching me ways of controlling different aspects of magic. He must have taught me something that went against the bone for someone within the city. They killed him. You know this. This was not a slip on the bathroom floor.
He was teaching you something that got him killed. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. And I'm now fearful, not for myself, because, come on, this is me. But
let me be plain. Let me be plain. I must have another coffee for this. He waves over the waitress. Cappuccino, if you don't mind, 2 sugars.
Make it 3.
He says, listen, your team seems to be hip deep. Mon's internet has dropped.
His internet's got, yeah.
Hopefully it'll come back up for him if you guys can send that to him.
Hopefully.
Your team seems scarily. Really?
I think they're on voice.
Okay.
No, they've dropped as well.
They're back.
No, they're back.
Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button.
Oh, I thought we were having a massive crash.
You guys just wanted a quick smooch, didn't you? That's all that it was. You didn't want to do it on camera.
Striking in advance.
But he says, your team seems to be hip deep, so to speak.
No,
in
next
this
week.
in
Next
this in the murder of Victoria. The
Oh, yeah.
more
Oh yeah.
the more I dig, the more I find your names. And now
I'm not surprised.
the murder of your tutor because of something he taught you. I appreciate my position and the position of the watch in your sponsorship and help, but no one is above the law.
Of
You
course
do
not.
know that.
Yeah.
And you do know that I
Read
have
the
a
note.
responsibility.
Read the notes that I've given you.
He
Read the notes
picks it
I've
up.
given you.
What is this?
Read it.
Okay, I don't know what you gave me, Rob.
Okay, it's about the sponsorship for House Garner Time.
Oh,
Become an actual house. It's my copy that I wrote.
It's the old agreement.
It's the old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He reads this.
Right. So whilst he's reading it, I simply say, look, with everything that's in play on the game board, we are your number one suspect. Well, my team is the number one suspect. My house will be the number one suspect. But the only thing that doesn't add up is why would our own house kill our own eye? He was the best out of all the houses. That makes no sense.
So
the play tonight,
may I postulate?
Bear with me, Hesperides.
Okay, please,
Bear with
please.
me, Hesperides. The play tonight, it's about 5 dashing individuals, cleverly renamed, but not overly gauche enough to make it forgettable, implying that we killed Lady Victoria. Now, this could come from 3 places.
Okay.
My team.
Yes.
Do you think we're that stupid? Or do you think that we are that clever that we could make it a ruse for you? No.
He looks at Lorenzo.
We're the patrons of the City Watch.
Hmm.
Okay. The person who killed her is the next choice.
Okay. Pietro.
Okay. And the person who investigated the murder is the third choice.
Pietro.
So if it's not my team and it's not you, that only leaves the murderer. Who else would know the people that were involved? Because I was with you all of that night, wasn't I? So he didn't know everybody by face, only by name. And yet I'm appearing in the play. Interesting, that, isn't it?
It is.
So who's employing the assassin? Do you know that? Because it's not my house.
So, may I posit a alternate explanation?
Go on.
Let us just say that this paper here represents something genuine. Let's say there's a move to create a new house. Would it be advantageous to take out the eye of your house and to blame other houses for things, and perhaps to even tonight be with the Corvetto?
Is what I would do, definitely.
That just causes a interesting concern.
I know, right?
May I keep this paper?
When Corvetto ends up in a demise state, you're going to look at me. This is why I'm having a conversation with you now, and I'm being open. and honest. I need you and the City Watch to protect the old man Corvetto. I don't know how you're going to do it because he's in a private box. I will protect him with the magic that I can, should anything happen inside the theatre into the box. But whilst I'm with him, you need to keep an eye.
Can I suggest something else? Can I just interrupt for 1 second?
No, do it in role play. Yes.
Yeah.
What, Lorenzo?
I just like, if we're trying to save the life of this man,
which
then
man?
It would be better not old man Corvetto.
Okay.
My feeling is that it may be better not to place him in any danger whatsoever and have someone else stand in, or a dummy stand in his place. And if a move is made against that object or person, then that will just substantiate our claim.
So between now and tonight, you're going to approach the Corvetto family and propose. What you are proposing is beyond me.
We don't need to approach them. We just need to make sure that he's not there and that there's a decoy in place.
That's exciting in the extreme.
It's better than risking a life, is it not?
I understand that the Corvetto and yourself will be in box D. Not that I've maybe looked at some of the tickets that are available.
It's supposed to be. I'm actually thinking of declining the old man Corvetto's invite. I will be honest with you. With one of your subordinates at our house with my team, so that you know full well that we are not there to do anything, etc. Although I am actually quite shamefully intrigued as to the play. I think it would actually be quite fun. But
and it would be more fun to catch.
May I propose that I do come along? I like the idea of possibly remaining outside the boxes on the 3rd floor to make sure that nothing untowards happens through his door. If something does, you are the one in with him, but I will be out in the hall to make sure no one approaches the venue.
We don't know the form of the attack, and it is almost impossible to defend against every single attack. It may be magical, it might be explosive, it might be poison, it might be an assassin, it might be a gun. The list is endless. So my feeling is, why put someone in that position?
My thought is, he says, and I hesitate before my betters to mention that it might be a very positive thing if we were to prove others' intentions. Might I be your manservant tonight? And he picks up the paper. Lord, Prince, what do I call you?
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I would be greatly pleased to be your manservant tonight.
You don't know what you're asking for.
No, I don't. But that's why I've asked. Will Pietro be there?
As far as I'm aware of, everybody's staying well away. Everybody is staying in the house because this is too hot for the house to have a scandal with. This is just ridiculous.
This would be terrible.
So many players are in play.
Yes.
And we are on the back foot. So Pietro, myself, well, all of us have said, let it ride out.
Yes.
And then we'll surf those waters and see what we need to do to mop up afterwards.
May I
can't stress enough. The only reason why I wanted to speak to you is because I have a genuine concern for old man Corvetto.
So do I.
Nothing may happen.
I am very happy with the status quo as it stands now, as are many in the city. I would say, if what you say about your team is genuine, having them close enough to intervene might be a good idea.
Okay. You'll need to tell me how they need to intervene. And I ask for a piece of parchment, and I get some ink, and I go, Hesperides, what's your surname?
Leonardo.
Okay, so I write out Hesperides Leonardo. I hereby appoint you as my chief security officer for House Toper. And I bring out my signet ring, which was my father's, passed down to my brother, which has been passed to myself. And I basically, in the ink, stamp it on the paper. There you go. You
I'm not frozen. I am truly
shocked. You do all the shit, and I'm going to be really, really royal. So, you know, but at least it will get you in the box with me, because I know for well that old man Corvetto will have his chief of security guarding him. I need you to witness what happens with old man Corvetto.
I must ask you, has anyone gotten a hold of Monty?
He messaged me to say he was trying to restart.
Okay. Yeah, please message him to say keep trying. We want him here. I'm
delaying as long as I can.
he says to you, I accept on a condition.
What's the condition?
I may keep my position with the watch because the truth is the truth, and I serve the truth.
I scrumple up the piece of paper, put it in my pocket, right, and the line saying you will retain your position within the. But for anything with regard to myself, my personal safety, and that of House Toper, you are my chief security officer.
Absolutely.
Back out again, stamp it with the ring, pass it on over. Will that do?
He takes
my coppers are limited, but the watch will pay your primary, and anything you do for me, as me, I will pay for personally out of House Toper.
There is a deep breath here, because this means a possible doubling of his salary. Right?
Oh, he's going to have to earn it, because
but
I mean, you think I'm gauche? That's just with friends.
He's also deeply concerned that he's getting himself in bed with something that could be out of control.
The same old shady character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I've got a winning smile. I've got a winning smile. It's fine.
I'm asking for a roll.
Okay. So what filling would you like inside the roll?
It's going to be risky, and it's going to be standard.
Has he accepted the paper?
He's looking at it.
Can I?
Okay, command. No.
Yes, you may. Yes, you may, Lorenzo. How?
So how can I help? So
what do you say?
Why is this not working?
This roll is to see whether he signs up with House Topa as chief of security.
Yeah, basically, I'm just going to use some skill involved because my consort levels are with my consort.
Okay, so what do you say in this particular situation that gives Rob the extra die in role play?
Okay, so I'm there sitting stroking my monkey. Yep.
You're stroking your monkey. Got it. He's
looking.
no, he does. He looks across and he's watching you stroke your monkey as he's taking a drag on his cigarello.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be using some kind of neuro-linguistic programming, slight hypnosis, performance, and I'm just going to lean in and say, this is all for the truth. This is for the truth.
Fair enough. I'll give you a die. As freaky as it is, very good. Any luck?
I get an extra die, and I'm
Yes.
spending 2 stress to get an extra die.
Oh, are you really? Before we've even started the engagement. I like it.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the stress. No money, just the stress.
Very good. 5, 6. There it is. So we got the 6.
And that was from Felix's extra die, so thank you, Felix.
Well done. So he there is the pause is lingering as he makes a decision based on he thinks he's sort of hedged his bets by saying he can stay part of the watch, he can still do search after the truth. But that double paycheck will do so much for his family. When he signs,
also a connection to a noble house.
When he signs, it's with a shaky hand. He is, you get it. This guy does serve the truth.
Yeah.
He really does. He really, truly serves the truth. And he really, truly probably thinks that Pietro is behind the murder.
Oh, Christ, we all think that.
And he knows that signing with you is possibly putting him at odds with you in the future. But man, what this will do for the possibility of retirement and taking care of his family. He signs. He will serve as your security tonight. Okay, we are now at the engagement roll. I think we've decided that to some extent we're taking care of old man Corvetto and trying to figure out what the hell's happening.
Yeah. So
at the same time,
I've got a question for you now, Anthony.
Yes.
I've got a question for you as a GM. Right. So on my knack thing, I have a special ability.
Okay.
Okay. Which my special armor resists the complication related to magic cast against. This is really disjointed, but magic cast against you or your coterie. Now, I know that the old man Corvetto is not in my coterie.
Nope.
But because of that agreement that I've just made with Hesperides,
he's
technically part of my coterie now.
I would give you the ability to help protect him from the spell. Yes.
Okay.
I do not have that problem. Old man Corvetto, that's on your own.
He should have a knack close by to protect him. So if he hasn't, then he's orchestrated this.
Then he's made a mistake. And he may well have made a mistake. Knacks are not that normal. Right?
No.
But
I know. That's why I didn't want to go, but then I'm thinking, shit, no, I need to. Can't let Lavelle do this. So how am I going to? But right, okay. So the engagement. Okay.
So for the engagement, I have to ask you guys to protect the Corvetto and solve the conundrum that surrounds this as best you may. Is this a assault, arcane, deception, social, stealth, transport? And you know the questions I'm asking you.
I think it's We're trying to protect House Corvetto, which is a social.
Okay.
Possibly the closest.
Okay.
I mean, none of them really.
None of them fit that well.
They don't fit very well.
Basically,
yeah.
That's what we've also done.
Balance is
okay.
kept.
Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Well, let us say this. If you say this is social and you are entering this because you are with the Corvetto in some way, shape, or form, that will give you easy entrance, right?
Okay.
The other option is to go deception.
Okay.
And like I suggested earlier, and have a stand-in for the old man, or at least we are deceiving everyone by playing along, making them think that we're not unaware of things.
I mean,
you can't really socialize in a theatre.
Sorry, quick question. The players at night, is it not?
It is.
Sorry?
Is the play at night?
Yes.
Yes.
So at night, if an old man turns up with a hood, most people have never seen the Corvetto in person.
Okay.
In a dark theatre that's only lit, in a box. Yeah, you're right. No one's going to notice it's not him, really, are they?
Okay.
He could even turn up at the beginning, but then we whisk him away, or there's one option.
So let us think about this, and I'm happy to entertain this. How I'm trying to fit it into the game's mechanics a little bit. If you get a 6 on the roll, you have met beforehand with him and convinced him to let Pietro disguise himself as Old Man Corvetto and take his place in the box. Okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If not, if you get a 5 or below, he's going, and you will have to deal with what that means.
Well, how about he goes, but disguise, but so he's in the box, but disguised as someone else.
You know what? I will entertain that depending on the roll.
Or we whisk him away. So he makes his entrance, meets everyone, talks to everyone, but then once he's in the box, we do a swap him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But have someone else wearing the same shit, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And of course, depending on what the role is, Hesperides will go with
as your
whoever,
security,
as my chief of security, so that he's aware of what we say to Old Man Corvetto, whether that's me, Pietro, or whatever. So at this moment in time, he's actually, I would say to bring him in so that he kind of hears the thoughts of what we're thinking to try and protect the Old Man Corvetto.
So deception, then, I guess. Yeah,
I like it. Okay,
let's go for it.
And I've heard the method. You're attempting to either remove Corvetto or at least put him to the side.
Please don't use the word remove Corvetto. That gives us a negative connotation straight away, doesn't it? So come on. We're trying to protect Old Man Corvetto from harm.
Is this errand bold and daring?
Always. We're always bold and daring.
I would also say with a slight topping of gaucheness.
Is it complex or contingent on things?
We are always complex. No.
Oh yeah, I love it.
You don't want that.
Pietro, why are you shushing your wife? And why are you mansplaining? Let her speak her mind.
Yeah.
She's not looking at this and she doesn't realise that question is a negative. So,
are you saying a woman would not know that was a negative? I hear you. Do not let him mansplain.
But see, I would agree with Christine
I'm
because
off.
you see, I would agree with Christine only because of the fact that we've done the poisoned we've done the poop juicer cakes, we've reinvigorated them.
You know
There's
what?
a lot of things
no,
to go in
I
to try and disrupt that, and now also keep hold of Corvetto in a safe place. So
absolutely believe it's complex. I think this is complex.
Yeah,
Christine,
Yeah,
you
we
are
presume-
correct. This is complex in its negativeness. So
Sorry,
we're now
Pete.
at a 0 extra die. So
how can we
does
get
the plan leverage your house
Yes.
strengths? Tell
Yes.
me how.
Well, if there is an assassination attempt and we manage to stop it somehow, then he owes us fucking big time.
No, but
I mean, he already owes me big time.
Well, what's your house strengths on that?
our strengths are, looking up for the common man. We're looking up for the very opposite of the common man, the most uncommon man.
Yeah, the most possibly uncommon man. And your house strengths,
Well,
if we were to
you
look
say
back
that,
at
you say that.
house.
But hang on, 2 seconds.
Yep.
2 seconds. Sorry. You might say that, and yes, you are right, Pete. But if anything happens to old man Corvetto and they lose standing, the common man will suffer in this city. Because as Hesperides says, he likes the status quo as it currently is. If anything changes, it's not going to be as it currently is. And the common denizens of this city won't appreciate the massive change. So, although we're doing it for an uncommon man, it will ultimately affect what happens to the man on the street. That's my only argument to put in, so we get an extra 1D.
So,
what are our house strengths?
Wow.
What?
They're on the coterie sheet of the character sheet, if I'm not mistaken.
So, looking at the houses, and I think I pulled you back there. But I think we'll actually have to look at your character sheets to see what your house is good at. I think that it's not that, and I apologize for anyone that's watching on the stream. I was moving things around, and it actually didn't move it on the screen. Your house is good at what?
Our strengths are unorthodox. That's what it says. Unorthodox.
Yours. But let me pull up one of your character sheets.
That's our coterie.
Look at the house. Not coterie, it's the house.
The house.
Look,
We've got a house strength. No, we haven't got a house strength.
Sheet. We have a coterie sheet. We don't have a house.
Yeah, it's just House Bastion.
Okay.
We've made a decision. Unorthodox.
I think it's in the rule book, isn't it?
I do, and I'm sort of looking there now, trying to think if I can find anything
our strengths
about
are transport and access.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, it's under the coterie name, and then it's got strength, and underneath that, and you put the strength of the house in there. So our strengths are transport and access. Okay.
So let me see here.
How that works? We want to access the play. We have full access to the play because we've already been in there. Well, Monty has. But transport-wise, we can actually kind of protect Old Man Corvetto transport-wise.
So transport.
So we can secure a route. Yeah, we can control the route for the transport if he's up for that. So that's the strength that I would get. But admittedly, no, I'm going to shut up. And then also getting him back, we would also control the transport route for that. So only we would know that, and Hesperides.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm willing
out
to.
Of the three factions, we've got 2 out of the 3.
I'm willing to say that the house's strengths support you in some way, so you are now at 2 die. Is the target strongest against this approach? And that's a question for me.
It is, yeah.
To some extent,
Ooh.
to some extent, they are. We are at 1 die. Can friends or contacts provide aid or insight? I think they have already, and I will give you a die there. You're at 2.
Because of the beggars.
Are enemies or rivals interfering? Yes. You're back to
Yes.
1. Wow. Will this endanger or reflect poorly upon one of your paramours? Nope. Nope. All the paramour stuff, that doesn't apply. I think, guys, we're at 1 die unless you guys can come up with a reason for another die.
Well, we've got the
yes, we can
use.
Yep.
What?
Coterie favor.
Yeah.
Coterie what?
A quick question.
1 second.
Coterie ability got.
Go. What is
the
your
ladies?
Okay. And that gives you an extra one. Is that correct?
1 additional die to roll at any time during an engagement. You may choose to use this to improve your engagement roll itself if you like.
Okay. I'll give you an extra die for that right there. You're at 2.
There's also the waters in which we swim.
Okay. So explain that one to me.
Okay, so gain 1 dice to engagement rolls involving the Ilrian citizenry as cover or support.
So you asked earlier for some people to show up and throw fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to go so well.
No.
But you know what? I'm thinking, just give me just okay. I will give you 3 dice. Understanding that a lower on this will also involve the citizenry and what they do. Okay?
Okay. Who's rolling?
I think it's Sasha. Sasha's supposed to roll. Okay.
No.
Is Martin where you can come back in? Martin?
Can I suggest something with a paramour?
You may.
It says, can friends or contacts, so no. Will this endanger or reflect poorly upon one of your paramours?
Yep.
So do we not have paramours in the house, in one of the houses that might be the case?
Yes.
Oh?
So if
Who?
Yeah.
Mocklin happens to be marrying the.
That's not his paramour, sadly. His
What about
paramour is Rose.
Mine is working.
Yeah, okay.
Ruby.
I'm sorry,
Is
Ruby.
Is mine not working for her?
Is yours is involved in the houses?
Yeah. And
will this event endanger or reflectly pour upon her?
So she was initially working for Moon, and then she got taken over by someone else.
Oh, no. She has been working from day one. Day one from her purchase for the Senora of Roses. The Senora of Roses placed her in House Lavelle, and she has done very well as a spy. Okay? She has been spying, and you know this because you put this together. She has been spying for the Senora of Roses. That's why she was very concerned about being completely frank with you, because the Senora of Roses' purposes and yours might not always be aligned. Will this endanger or reflect poorly upon her or the Senora of Roses? I think not. Okay? It's a good check, I just am not seeing that. Though, here's what I'll say. If you are willing to put her and the Senora in the audience, I'll let you have that die. Pete's smiling. He knows I'm playing a game.
What does everyone else think?
Hey, it's your choice.
This is down to you, mate. It's your Paramore. I mean,
Yeah.
we can advise you, but it would be completely the wrong thing. Stay true to your character. What would Lorenzo do apart from get his monkey out, and that's the monkey to decide.
Yeah, I mean, moralistically, I can't really do that, but it was very tempting.
I tried.
Yeah.
It would have been a fun die, and I would have definitely played that against you at some point. Okay, there are no other factors. I see. Was that 3 die?
Is that correct? Said 4.
No.
No.
Is Martin back? Can anyone reach out to him to see if he may be able to rejoin? If not, he's going to wind up standing guard outside of the building, and that's a piece down on what you might prefer. Okay. He's out.
Message.
Thank you. Yeah, send him that message, and we will have Lorenzo make the roll.
Oh, God.
3 die.
Just 4 die.
3 dice.
And it's not
3 beautiful 6s. That's what we want to see.
Just 3d6.
It's just a 3d6.
Yep, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Ready?
Yep, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. There's 5s. Okay. So
Can we use?
I shouldn't have asked Lorenzo because he still hasn't set up his character to. No, you can't. To roll this because he has yet to figure out how to make his dice roll on the screen. However, Jesus, guys, I'm going to have to pause for just a second because this might be.
Your pizza?
No.
Mute your microphone.
He can't hear you. He's got his headset on.
I'm going to serve and mute him because we don't want state secrets getting leaked now, do we?
That's mine. Yeah.
You know what McDonald's are like for their secret ingredients is in all of their sauces.
I thought it was the secret herbs and spices on the chicken, wasn't it?
KFC.
Oh, has he moved jobs now and he's now working for KFC?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was still at McDonald's. Fine.
I think
I should really keep up with him, shouldn't I?
He's at the window on the drive-through.
Oh shit! Yeah. If he takes his glasses off, I can see it right now. Yeah.
What drink would you like with that?
He's gone to the window now. Look. He's preparing the order. I'll wait until he watches this back. You guys.
Yeah.
But I did get him back for you, Pete. I did. Did you see? Did you actually witness the whole? He went 2 hands. Ah.
Yeah. Well,
I've been waiting.
I like the whole undercutting Hesperides thing by offering him a job. Great way to bribe him, by the way.
I know, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, and cover your ass at the same time. Look, I didn't know what Pietro was doing at all. I was with you. My alibi is entirely secure. And no.
Did you really notice that?
I understand. It's written into your contract that you get to work for the watch and arrest him and throw him in jail because I wouldn't want to interfere.
Oh no, definitely not. Not as your. Not as your.
So yeah, you've
Yeah.
done
Greatly
a great
apologize,
job
guys.
covering your ass. I have to
My
say.
Hey,
my
mate.
team is.
Oh, he's back. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I've got to unserve mute him.
Thank you. I apologize. We've got some issues going on with my work team. Go ahead.
No, we did say about espionage within the food industry, so I server muted you.
Yeah,
Very good.
Secret recipe for the secret herbs and spices is safe.
Yeah, although
Very
I
good.
already know what one of them is, and I'm going to tell you, it's salt. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I told you.
So what I'm going to do with a 5, okay?
Yep.
Is I'm going to let you tell me in the building where each of you are at the start of the play. You've entered the building, okay? You've moved where you want to move, and the play is starting. Now, I will say the map itself that I've got with 3 floors will cause some slight problems because I know for sure that Mocklin is on the 3rd floor. He is in the middle box with Old Man Corvetto and 2 young gentlemen who have accompanied him, one of which tingles a little bit as a knack. And outside will be Hesperides. That's the 3rd floor. I will deal with that.
I thought he was in with me as my
Do you want him inside the box with you?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Very good. So I will deal with that box as we move. And then I will introduce some screens for you to take a quick look at and decide where you wish to go. Okay? So let me do this over here, and this is a slightly different way from how I've been doing this. So let's go to the 1st floor, and you guys can see the 1st floor, and sadly do not know why this does this. This is so irritating. So look at that 1st floor. And I will launch game. Actually, I just want to launch the game because I'm doing it over there. I don't know why I did that. If I had done it instead of doing it over here on Quarter Blades, I think it would have worked. So this is my own fault. And I'm going to move to a different size, and I can't remember if I did it. Look at this. Let me go here.
It's 32, I think.
Okay, it may have been 32 because this is way smaller. However, this is actually shows that shows the whole thing. So if you see, you have your characters over on this side. Oh gosh, I'm clicking on the wrong place. Over on this side of the screen, you've come in these doors. Crap. That you've come in these doors right here. This wall in front of you has a big sign. And the sign is about the play, this tragedy and comedy. Crap. If I were smart, I would have done this to begin with. I apologize. Let me take you. Move, damn you. And then I go. Guys, I'm still angry with Roll20 on how certain things behave at this point. Damn it. Come here, because I want to
take your time.
I want to show you this. Rob's. Sorry, Felix. What?
What does the 5 mean? It means that he's come into the building.
No, I didn't say 5. I don't know where you're getting that. I'm trying to place. Here, get here. Go. No. Shit.
Oh, it's the race of antlers.
It's the race of
Yeah. Ignore that. Ignore that 100%. Ignore that 100%. Damn it. Why does
See
it?
that the AI is.
We
AI
have time
artwork has
warped
been-
into the future, and the race is underway. Come on, then, start running.
Yeah, you single guys. There. Did that
We have
go?
a play.
Did that go to where you were supposed to go?
It did.
I don't know. You tell us. We've got
Pearl
It did. We
Theatre.
can see the theatre.
and an
You
invite.
still can see the theater.
No, we can't
Oh,
see
you can
the
see a
map of the
picture of it.
theatre. We can see
A picture of the building.
a map of Ilrian with a red circle on it, a picture of the building.
And the front cover of the programme.
Yeah.
The Pearl Theatre.
That's what you see. Good. That is what I want you to see. So,
wonderful.
A House of Fools is the name of the play.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the little red circle, the edge of the district, where this beautiful building sits next to the canals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is to help you sort of visualize sort of what you're going into. Okay? It's not exactly the map, but it's pretty dang close to it. And if I didn't have the map that I built, that would have been all you had for what we're doing right now. Which, why in the world? Crap. Sorry. Almost there. Down. Everything moves. So they'll get this figured out. And at some point. I'm gonna go there. Boom. Okay, let me roll back down here and see if I put you in the right place. I'm clicking. I'm hoping it goes. No, of course not. Damn it. Apologize as I try to make this a beautiful, seamless, most awesome experience for you. And somehow I have managed. Jeez, oh criminy.
I think it's the lighting that's the issue.
No, it's not the lighting. It's that I can't get you to drop onto the right screen. It's shocking.
You're now on the map.
Yeah, you should be now on the map. This is
we are on the map
the
on the
ground floor. This is not where you are, Mocklin.
Yes.
So Mocklin, I will put you where you go in a minute. And Monty, you're not here, so I will put you by the door as you deal with who's coming in and out. I apologize. I'm sorry that your internet has crapped the heck out. So you can see there's a cloakrooms here.
No.
Here.
Black. Is that what that is?
If you were to walk in there, you probably could see that those are the cloakrooms. There's no door.
You might want to change your color because your color is black.
And that's okay. Well, I apologize because that's going to be the case. Those are the cloakrooms. Over here are the entrance to the restrooms. Okay.
Yeah.
Stairs up to the second level. Stairs up to the second level.
No point clicking on those. They're all hidden in shadow for me. So.
Okay. Well, if you were to come around the corner, there are some stairs on either side that go up. There are windows in front of you here to get tickets. Sasha is entering the seating area.
He's peering through into the seating area, trying to light it for everybody.
Very good.
It's not working. It's not working because none of we can only see what individual.
Mucklin has moved over there. So yeah, you can only see
if
your
the lighting effect is only based on the individual, then even though I'm in the porpoise seat,
yeah.
So
feel free to move around the screen a little bit as you see where the seating area is. And why is this showing? Okay. You can see there's a large seating area. There's numerous people moving in here. This is not going to be a entirely packed house, but it's going to be pretty damn close.
Okay.
Can someone step back into the room with the chairs, the theater itself? Sasha? Over here, Sasha. That is the orchestra pit.
Okay, okay.
And you can see the curtain just behind.
Yep.
That curtain will be coming up soon. The lights will go down in the area that you're at. Monty has told you that where you see down here led to the area where the office was and where the actors are as they wait to come in. Down those little stairs, down here and up would be the office, and over here would be where the actors are waiting. That's the door to the office.
Is that a bird?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So if you were to open that, that's the office that he looked in.
Okay.
It's not locked. You peek in. There's no one there. Okay. I know that there's intentions to get some of you to several levels. Is that correct? I think Pietro is trying to get behind things.
No, I'm going to the box to impersonate.
That you are. Oh, that's right. I didn't tell you. With that 5, when you go to convince the Corvetto, he's not staying home.
Okay. Well, plan B then.
He will. Absolutely. He will let you play him. Fair enough?
Great. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay. So you and Mocklin will be on the 3rd floor, and I will put you there as we go. I now ask, Monty is going to stay by the front door to make sure no one goes in there.
If he's home.
I'm sorry?
If he's coming as well,
who?
Where's he? Is he
He's going to be in the box,
but he's going to be dressed as somebody else.
Off to the side, yeah.
Yeah, he'll just be off to the side. His disguise.
We've poured hair dye on his head and stuck a frilly hat on him, and we've said he's Pietro.
Oh hell no!
It's very dark.
Hell no! He will put on a cloak.
Yeah.
And pull up a hood and think that he's being sneaky.
Yeah.
That's about the best you're getting out of the Corvetto.
Yeah. Hang on. Does he do a good hunchback?
No, he does not. You've seen a good hunchback. Actually, Pietro has.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm enjoying this too much.
Unfortunately, not from behind as he rapidly drops out of view.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to do a quick search round the box while I'm up.
Okay, so let me hold on to those that are going to the 3rd floor. And who wants to stay on the 1st floor? Anyone? Notice that I have a whippet and a monkey on the screen.
Oh, it's the cow. Yeah. I did zoom in enough to realise it was a whippet.
It is a whippet.
But I thought it was a cow.
You may take the whippet with you. You have control of the whippet, and Felix has control of the monkey.
Is our plan to smuggle old man out?
No, our plan is to try and keep him alive.
Our plan is to protect him and keep him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we need an exit plan, and we need people along the way to make that run smoothly, basically.
So we're at 934 out of 10.
We've got a 2-phase thing. One in disrupt the play by giving the cast members an upset stomach. That is a 50-50 chance, because if they don't eat the cakes, it's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
The second plan is because Pete thought exactly the same as I did. We need to protect old man Corvetto. So
Very good.
we need to get him in alive, stay through the thing alive, and out alive.
Tell me what you want me to do. Do you want me to help get him out, or do you want me to cause a distraction and use my points for that? So that we definitely have a distraction. It's up to you. I'll do
can we wait and see what happens? Is that possible?
Now, my fear and worry is that we're going to spread ourselves around the theatre. Corvetto's still going to get killed, and they're going to then look at us as being the assassins, because that's where the death blow came from. So I think we should all be in the box with our guns pointed outwards.
There's an argument for that we possibly not in the box.
We're hoping that old man is even there at the time, so we've got to try and get him out, haven't we?
Well, he doesn't.
Okay, do I need to write another piece of paper endorsing Slasher as my arms dealer?
Very good.
The thing is, he doesn't want to go. He insisted on coming to the theatre. He wants to watch the play. So we can't force him to leave. All we can do is, if something goes down, try and get him out at that point. Okay. So we're a bit reactive, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think we need people on the outside of the door. Obviously, I mean, at this moment, nobody's asked the question of what security he's actually taken himself. There's a knack and there's another one.
2 people with him, a knack and another person.
So
they are both appear fairly deadly.
Good.
I thought there were 2 inside and 2 outside the box.
Nope, there's 2 with him. That's it. Plus
2 with him inside the box.
The people outside the box.
And Hesperides.
So there are there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4, 5 in the box. Now, that's pretty much it's pretty full.
People on the outside.
Where do you guys want to put? Where do you want to put Monty? Let's do that now. I was discounting him a little bit because he's not here because his internet dropped. But
so I'm thinking, being a master of disguise as Monty is, he might know a lot of the other people that uses disguises, etc., or at least be able to identify if something looks a little bit suspicious, like the gait of a gentleman is not that of the greying hair that's sprouting out of his nostrils. Kind of thing. So I think that Monty would be best placed at the bottom of the stair. No, not at the bottom of the stairs, but close enough to the stairs, but so that he can see everyone that comes in through that front door, and anyone that looks suspicious for how they appear, and only for how they appear, he clocks it, and then he basically records where they've gone to seat.
Okay.
I think I want to be in the box directly below Corvetto's box.
There's not a box below, but there is a balcony seating below on the 2nd floor.
That's where I want to be then, because I want to be basically keeping my eye on the people who are directly underneath the theatre box, but
very
keeping my eye
good.
on everything opposite that can have a
So
view of the
what I'm going to do is, Sasha, let me quickly grab you. Control C, and then let me. Here we go. God damn it.
What?
No. I'm screwing up.
Don't
I'm
rush
screwing
it.
up.
Just don't rush it.
Here we go. Second floor, performance. Close. Boom. Control V. That's Lorenzo. I picked up Lorenzo. Gosh. Okay, so let me go back to and this will actually be slightly easier because I'm not having to move everybody, and I realize the weirdness that's going on right now. God bless Roll20. They are brilliant, wonderful gentlemen. Sasha, do you want your whippet? Would you like your whippet with you?
Yes, because I want my whippet to guard me from behind to make sure nobody. So basically, keeping his eye on anybody passing behind the chairs, the balcony that we're in.
Fair enough. So let me go.
He's my eye behind me.
Absolutely. So I will move you here. Come on. Control V. Okay. This and I will quickly move the screen to there so you goodness gracious me. Here. This is the second floor. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. No. So, of course not, because you guys are not there. However, yeah, Sasha can see that she is in a balcony overlooking. She can see the orchestra pit right about here. She can see the curtain in front, which is about here. And she knows where she is as far as in the balcony region. Okay. And I will come back to that, Sasha. Okay. I'm going to take us to the first floor. And if I had been really smart, I bet you I could have beaten some of these problems because I would have been just freaking on the ball. Come here. Come here. Boom. Boom. Okay. So I'll go up. Boom. No.
We have.
Oh, yay! We're going to go for feeding the roses.
Oh, my God. I'm having flashbacks.
No, those are horrible flashbacks, too. Yeah. Here. Wow. It is stunningly painful.
Try using your down arrow key and your up arrow key now whilst you're dragging.
You know what? That might be slightly easier. Ooh. Can I do that when I'm doing this? No, I can't. That would have been easier by far. It's just as I go up, I've got to be so gentle. There.
Oh.
There we go. Did I hear Monty?
No, it was me.
Damn
going,
it. Oh, darn it. I was hopeful that was his sound because I've heard it before. We're back on the first floor. Okay. So at this point, Sasha and the Whippet are not on the first floor. Delete. Delete. Okay. The monkey's up there by itself. I see it. I see Lorenzo. I see Monty. So I know that Macklin and Pietro. So if you guys would get by the front door and Lorenzo move by the monkey. Here, I'll move you, Lorenzo. So, Mocklin and let me put you, Pietro. I'm going to grab you two. And I'm going to move you rapidly this time to the third floor. If I can grab it. Come here.
You do know that you can actually grab the player tokens behind the show wall and drag them down onto the third floor.
Yeah, that's the it doesn't
From
quite
there.
do
So
that.
grab my token from at the top
It
and then
doesn't
just plonk it on, and then
it doesn't
yeah,
do
only
it
I can see.
doesn't
If
quite do that, young'un.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, really painful. So I'm moving you into the box. And I thought I had the rest of them here. Oh, I do. Give me a second. Layer. Jam. And I freaking didn't. Okay, give me a second. Just 2 seconds to bring on a couple little things that'll be nice for you. Okay. Everybody who's watching this online and seeing me dork around, apologies. It is what it is. Oh, come on. Because I did this before and I have zero idea why it's not staying this time. Okay. Oh, I see. Because I changed layers. Dork. 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 And there's, how? There's old man Lorenzo. Right between the two of you. Can you see him?
Lorenzo, huh? What about old man Corvetto?
I'm still by the front door.
Corvetto. Blue, boo, boo.
Yeah, I'm still by the front door, so I can't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
I'm still by the front door. But
are you really? Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'll fix this all.
You haven't moved the player.
Okay, that's my fault. As I bring on his retainers, who I'm struggling to place. Gosh darn it. Okay.
Token?
Bump.
No, okay.
I'm there. I'm just I'm a little bit silly on how I'm doing this, and that's my own issue. And it takes just a little bit of smarts to do it. So let me now make sure that you can see where we're at in the third floor. Boom. Tell me you can see the third floor.
Yes. Well, I can see a floor. I'm assuming it's the third floor.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the third floor.
So you're in a box.
Can't see the tokens though. We can only see myself and Pietro.
Okay. That's my fault. Let me take that. And
okay, we're seeing old man Corvette. Yeah, we can see all three of them now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy right here appears to you, Mocklin, to sparkle a little bit with some strength. If you know what I mean.
Which one, sorry?
top one.
The young one or the top one? Okay.
Top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see.
What don't you see?
Markland's head of security.
Oh, I don't. I failed.
You don't?
Give me 2 seconds because I did build that in. Come here. I did build that in, and that was shit. He's in there, and just give me 1 second, and I will find him because I screwed that up.
That's right.
You are absolutely correct. No. I actually have him. I just
Okay.
I failed to load him properly. And he will come here. Boom, 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 boom. QR. I am so silly. Here we go. Sorry. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm on the Pepsi at the moment.
Are you?
Yes. Just the Pepsi, nothing else. It's not that type of establishment, ladies and gentlemen.
Boom. There he is. That is Hesperides.
Yay!
Okay.
Look at him. Doesn't he look at like sexy little portrait?
Nice. Okay. That is where you are overlooking the play. Let us talk about where the other folks are. Where are you, Sasha?
I'm on the second floor, directly below the box that the Corvetto is in.
So what I'm going to do is I need to come back down to... God damn it. To the... So some of this is just because I freak out because I'm trying to move things rapidly. Because I really, really want things to work well, and then I screw it up because I just get excited. So let's go back to the first floor where you are, Sasha. Where are you, Sasha?
Is that? I thought I was on the second floor.
You already were moved to the second floor. That's correct. You are underneath the box.
Yeah.
And we can move you there. Absolutely. If you guys will give me...
I'm back on. Hang on. I'm back on the first floor for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, that's because I screwed up and put you... Okay. Let's see here. Just a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do just a little bit of cleaning up because I somehow moved a couple of maps when I was getting all excited about where you guys were. And it effed up everything that I had planned because I should have all your stuff on one level. Okay, so I'm showing the first floor to you at the moment, which has some of you on there. And I apologize if it has some of you that shouldn't be there. Like, where's Pietro?
First floor by the door.
I get you. Come on, God damn it! I can't grab you. So even though you are not yet, that might help. I can't grab it all. What?
Anthony.
Yo.
Why don't we just move ourselves?
Because we can't change floor.
You can't change floors. That's the real kicker. So Pietro, you're not there. I'm clicking on you and nothing's happening. Mocklin, you're not there. I can't click on you. I can't click on anything right now. So I don't know what's happening.
Have you seen Rob's comment?
No, I can't because I had something else up. Oh gosh.
I am listening, so yeah, it's
okay.
it's just that time. So
no, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
We've got room service coming.
Got it. Okay, we know where you are, Mocklin. We know where Pietro is. We know where Monty is. He's by the door. He's roughly where Mocklin is right now on the screen. The only person I don't know where they are is where are Lorenzo and the monkey. First floor, second floor, third floor, towards the stage. On the second floor, God dang, John just posted that his internet's working fine on the side of some freaking hill in Scotland. But that's okay. He's just making fun of the rest of us.
Yeah.
You on the second floor are Sasha and the Greyhound, or excuse me, Whippet in the balcony.
And I'll be on the, and what's outside? What is there on the third floor? Is the booth, isn't there?
Is the boxes.
Boxes. Is there anything? Is there like a walkway going around them?
Yes, I think.
Can you go from one box to the next?
You can open doors to boxes.
There's a corridor outside, but as far as I'm aware, there's no guards outside the box that we're in.
Okay. And what would be the use for the monkey in this situation? Probably not a huge amount.
No, it's just a token to keep track of him.
Okay, so I'll be in the corridor outside the box.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful.
But they may employ a flashback at some point.
Got it. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got a problem with roll 20, I'm killing that there and bringing it back up rapidly. And shite. Trying to remember the size of the screen I had.
When DMs have a bad day.
Oh yeah.
I've got to say, you're going to have to get the bleep machine out for the video.
You're not even drinking whiskey.
Well, there's that too. That doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Okay, it was 20. Damn it. Come here. When you guys watch this later and you see me dorking around with this on the screen, you'll realize just how absolutely awful the situation is. Okay. You're not going to rewatch. That way you don't have to deal with the pain of it. Okay.
It's too much excitement.
Yeah, it does. It would just drive you crazy. Okay. I grabbed I grabbed the dang monkey. I've copied you, and I'm going to move you awesome people to the... Come here.
It doesn't mean that I'll actually see it, though, will it?
Oh, yeah, you'll see it. Oh, absolutely. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Wow. The pain of this is stunning. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is move the view to that level. And So people who are not on the level will not have a view. People who are on the level will have a view. Okay.
Yep.
That looks good to me. Yeah.
So, Lorenzo, Monkey, you see this door. This door is opened. That is, it's opened. That is the booth that has the Corvetto. There are doors to other boxes. Okay, you can see these other areas here, these other boxes. There's not that many. And then there's stairs over here going down and stairs over here going down. Okay? Fair enough. So
if someone plans on killing him and pinning it on us, then we've got lots and lots of suspects all in the same room, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And on lower floors, don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. May we start? God damn. So here we go. Here's what's going to happen first that we see on the screen. On the 3rd floor, this door, you've got to be shitting me. I'm just trying to open it. And the door that I said was locked. Oh, I have to unlock it. Gosh darn it. It opens. Hey, Monkey. Just no, don't worry about it. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds to figure out why there we go. Here we go. Just a second. And I am so happy because I'm going to introduce this to, as the music is playing and everything's going on, the monkey who's over there sees this door open and this guy steps out here. Let me check something really quick to see if I can do this. Map. Check. Layer. No. Oh, there. The lights go down. Do you see that? Who are there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the monkey sees that step out. Lorenzo. And then that. And then that. And then that.
We can't see it. By the way, we can't see any of that.
Good. That's just the monkey and Lorenzo.
I can. So I'm gonna peep. I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. Open the door. I think you can.
He's out. So he's on the 2nd floor.
No,
that door's opened.
Yeah, there are 4 coming. There are 4 coming down the corridor. But luckily, my flashback will have prepared us.
Oh, let's talk about the flashback.
So do we do that tonight?
Sure. Oh crap! Okay. It's 10. Holy crap, guys! Oh my gosh! Are we have to do a second? How did we get to 10? Oh.
It normally comes after 9.
Oh. Life sucks. Okay, so we're going to have a part B of this. I greatly hate it. Every bit of it. However, Lorenzo has spotted coming out of a door of one of the... If you had opened all the doors upstairs, they were all openable, except that one. It was locked. When that one opened, 4 dudes pile out who are dressed in red and have masks, and they're coming towards the box. Okay?
Okay.
So sadly, we're going to stop there because there's other problems. There's other problems coming. So let me show you really rapidly before we go away. And I'm wondering actually how this is going to show. Crap. No, it's not. Never mind. I'll deal with it later. So if you look at the map and you see the orchestra pit, that is half underground, right? There's a basement down there. Pietro, you see moving into the orchestra pit, disrupting the sound a little bit, ninja-like characters with blowguns.
Okay, with blowguns. Okay.
And they have a direct line of sight up from the orchestra pit to the boxes.
Okay.
So, Pietro, a question. Yeah. Do I let you get hit with the blow dart just to prove a point? Or do I protect you?
So Pietro dives to the side, but pulls Mocklin in front of the oncoming darts. Yeah.
So I will leave you with this.
Next week,
we have discovered 2 groups moving upon the Corvetto. They are different groups. Could they be paid by the same people? Maybe. Could they be separate?
We'll have next week. Ooh.
Who is sure? And is a disruption of the play going to happen? Yes. Go ahead.
Anthony, there's 2 things that you. Well, I don't know if you've got men. There are bodyguards for the old man.
Yes.
For starters, and we also need to have more people that were helping Mocklin's new security man.
Yes. Well, you have him, and we placed him in the room. So Hesperides is in the room. We did not know exactly what Hesperides looked like, but now we do to some extent. We are in a tenuous situation. I'm not counting 2 of these sessions as one of your as 2 of your periods of this social season, because it's moved how it's moved. When we move into part B of this session, it will be one of your social season issues, right?
Okay.
Fair enough. So we are in the midst of the crap. Things are starting to happen. You guys are starting to react, and sadly, it is 10:06, and we all have to make accommodations. Therefore, I apologize. I hope we can have Monty back in time next week and have everyone 100% on. Brilliant, guys. And I'm going to cut the stream and chat with you for just a second. Thank you very much. Everybody on the stream, I love you.